Driving it home with Patti Vasquez, Patti Vasquez.
From global conflicts to greenhouse gases, the folks refusing to wear masks says, and politicians getting caught grabbing asses says, she's driving it home with Patti Vasquez.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Driving It Home with Patti Vasquez. I am Dwayne Kennedy, sitting in for Patti. Patti's on vacation, right, Lady B? I don't want to speak her business. She didn't give me the go ahead. Patti's on a very important mission. That's what I'm saying. So it's me and also Mr. Adam Burke.
Hi, Dwayne.
Hey, Adam. How you doing?
Good. I had a thought.
Good, because I didn't bring any. Well, I'm fresh out.
Because Patti's show is called Driving It Home.
Correct. Which
fits for her, right? Because she's very forthright and smart and well-informed.
Yes.
But I think when we are guest hosting the show, I think this should be called phoning it in, because we're none of those things. Phoning it in with Dwayne and Adam.
Yeah, good one. Phoning it in. Yeah, and also guiding this whole fiasco is the inimitable Lady B on the ones and twos.
Yeah,
thank you, Lady B. Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
I don't know if we've spoken. Have we spoken since things changed in America?
Wait, what happened?
Oh man, you got to hear about it, Adam. Woo-hoo-hoo. I don't know if you heard.
What is it? New season of Stranger Things? Is that
yeah. It's a new season. It's a completely different season. Oh my God. Yeah.
It's the worst season. It's the season where it goes off the rails.
Yeah, it's a very special season. It's going to last 4 years.
They got new showrunners in that don't really understand the show.
No.
They haven't read any of the...
The note they got from the show, can you make it more diabolical? Yes, I can do. Yeah, man.
Where it's just sweeps week every week.
And
it's just another implausible thing happens.
Yeah. And then democracy's destroyed. In the first week?
In the first episode?
Man, it is. We were talking about this earlier today. Just, what were we going to talk about? And it's like, oh, yeah, everything. I just... You saw the story where it was a headline where it said Hitler, when he was elected chancellor of Germany, he ended Germany's democracy in 53 days.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think Trump is like, 53 days? It took him that long?
He's going to try and beat it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't like the Germans having that record.
Yeah.
America used to be the best at ending democracy. And we will be once again.
I can end it by this weekend. Oh, my God.
This is why he had Elon head up the Department of Government Efficiency. We gotta end democracy more.
Man. Yeah. Oh boy, and that was another thing. And then people are alibying for that cat.
Oh, Elon Musk?
Yeah.
I gotta say, I've seen so many stand-up comedians on my old Instagram machine. Mm-hmm. Everyone's doing jokes about the Nazi salute.
Yes.
Whether it was or it wasn't. And I gotta say, whatever he did there worked. Because that salute is the least fascist thing they've done in the last 2 weeks. Everyone's talking about the salute, not the actual policy decisions.
Yeah.
Which are.
It's not so much the Nazi salute; it's the Nazi follow through.
Yeah, he did follow through.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You do follow through with the salute, and you follow through with the policy.
And can somebody be more malevolent and look more like a dork than that cat?
Yeah.
That was the dorkiest.
The malevolent dork. That's the name of the show that we're trapped in.
Yeah, that's the one we're pitching to CPT. Yeah. But, I mean, he was doing the Nazi salute, and it seemed like halfway through the salute, he kind of ran out of gas, and he just powered through.
Yeah. You know what's great about it? It's both sides are embarrassed. People who aren't Nazis are embarrassed that he did it, and people who are Nazis are embarrassed that he did it so poorly. Like when we were at the rally, we showed you how to do it. Right. We were all doing it.
Right. All the self-respecting Nazis like, but turn your head.
If you can't do that, there's no way you're going to be able to goose step correctly.
Oh, man. No. And I've seen him jump.
Right.
Oh, man. I know, what was it? His father, how did he get where he is?
Well, there used to, so I'm going to have to break it to you. There's this country called South Africa, and things weren't cool there once.
I heard.
Yeah. So his father, the story goes that his father owned an emerald mine, and what I love about it, whenever anyone brings this up, he does that great rich person thing where you like equivocate your wealth, where he goes, hey, look, my father, he just had a share in an emerald mine. That's when they tell Trump about Trump's inherited wealth. He goes, my father gave me a loan of no more than $4 million.
Right. It might have been 4, might have been 400. Either way, I
still had to mow the lawn. Once a month.
I'm the one that had to take it to the bank.
Yeah.
I got it out the gutter. Well, not out the gutter.
I had to kind of sign my own check.
You know what I mean? Man. And now oh my God. I was just talking to Lady B and Matt earlier. I don't know if you know our program director, Matt.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Matt's a good guy. I actually asked him for a loan before you came in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Of what?
Well, I had a bad week. I had a bad weekend on
you put all your money in NVIDIA stocks, didn't you?
All in NVIDIA. And then, I don't know if you heard about that. DeepSeek kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told you.
You always tell me.
I told you NVIDIA wasn't a health supplement. I told you that.
Hey man, I thought his value was going to last longer than a month.
I was talking about this on stage last night, and the audience didn't go with me, but I was like, because they wiped out $500 billion from NVIDIA's worth. And it is impossible to feel sorry for those guys because DeepSeek did it. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Did their robots put your robots out of a job?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, and don't worry about it, people. There'll be more robots to put that robot out of a job.
Right.
And pretty soon, all robots will put everybody out of a job.
Yeah.
I think in 50 years, man, I think that all or most combat sports will be played by robots. Like the NFL will be robots.
Right.
Yeah, in about 50 years or so, which will be in some ways fantastic. I mean, it's going to be a few people that will own the teams. It will just be robots.
Yeah, but are billionaires still going to like it if they can't exploit poor people?
Well, I mean, it's more money to be made for billionaires.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Well, they might change the rule of the game to make the football an actual human. Get out there and run around. But you want to make this $30, don't you? Well, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, I don't even like football. Don't worry about it.
Do I really have to get Spalding tattooed on my forehead?
Yes, you do. Now get on out there. Oh, man. This is what we're going to do today. How do you feel being back here, man? We haven't done this in a minute.
Have we done it since the
no. Not since the lunatic
boss?
No.
No, I don't know. We haven't. No.
No, I think the last time we did it, I think we were talking about was I confident? I don't know that Kamala was going to be elected. So
right.
I think maybe facetiously I was saying, so where are you going to move to if Trump gets elected? What country are you going to?
Right.
Now I'm like, hey, what country are you going to?
Because I remember Ghana was your...
Ghana. That's my go-to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now I just saw a story. Benin is also taking black people.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I'm going. One of those. What about you?
Well, again, I'm my nationality, where I was born, is Australia. But
Yeah.
that's constantly on fire.
Okay, right.
But my parents are both Irish, so maybe I'll go back to Ireland. I don't know. I think I'll try and stay
Stick it
here
out.
and fight the good fight. Maybe
I think, man. I mean, I don't know, but
I would like to stay here, but they might have other.
yeah. But I think before they get to you, Adam, I'm just saying.
Yeah, sure.
Being white,
Yeah, no,
they got a lot of layers to work through before they get to you. By the time they get to you, Trump might be out of office.
So it's like the Neapolitan ice cream of racism. They have to
Yes.
go. They're going to go through
Yeah.
strawberry and chocolate before they get to me.
Well, they've started with caramel, right? The Latinos, right? Right, Lady B? Yeah, they started with that, and then they'll get to the darker skinned Latinos. I would call them the mint chocolate chip, and then they'll just get.
I'm trying not to, because I also understand this is all horrible. This
It's
nonsense
bad.
is
Well,
going-
did you hear they did a roundup? Was it ICE?
Yeah.
And they scooped up.
Yeah.
They captured some Latinos, and some of them were Puerto Rican.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, of course. Of
Yeah, they're
course.
citizens, you dolts.
Yeah.
We don't care. We're hateful and stupid.
Well, because they I don't know how much time we have before we got to take a call, but I know that they there's this arbitrary number that he said. He wants 75 arrests a day.
But of who? It doesn't matter.
Exactly. And they are going to run out. They are going to
Yeah.
yeah, they're going to, because I mean this notion that there are as many, because they're we're only focusing on serial, really bad criminals. Okay, well that's not gonna take you 6 months.
And if that's the case, why don't you start with yourself? Give yourself the boot.
Yeah,
You piece of crap.
I mean, or the J6
Oh, man.
guys.
Yeah, well, we were talking about that earlier, right?
Yeah.
Some of those cats got released and proceeded to get gunned down by the cops.
I mean, which a tragedy, mixed message. All over the place.
Yeah.
I mean, if that guy would still be. I mean, I'm not making light of. I'm sorry for his family and all that, but that guy would still be alive. That guy would still be alive if Trump hadn't pardoned him. He would have been safe in jail.
Right. Like, who was the cat that wrote the book? Wilson. His last name is Wilson. He's with the Lincoln Project. Everything that Trump touches dies.
Oh wow! Yeah.
And then in that case, literally. No, I'm. You know what? I'm sorry for his family too. I said I wasn't, but I don't want that to be on my conscience. Yeah.
Although his uncle did batter police officers at the Capitol with an American flag, so and that guy.
So I don't feel whatever. I don't want to say I don't feel bad for him because would that diminish my humanity?
Right.
That's the thing, man. Anybody who's
I'll take things Trump has never said for 500. Would that diminish my humanity? Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Is that mean? Things he's never said. Well, am I making this about me?
Right. Hey, that plays on my conscience. Never. Hey everybody, so call in at 773-763-9278. Give us a shout. Adam and I and Lady B were back in the saddle. How you doing, Lady B? Yeah. I don't want to ignore you.
No, I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What did you think about what Trump said to that pastor, that Episcopalian, when she said we should consider mercy, and he was like, didn't 1-star review for. I don't like mixing up my mercy with my fake Christianity.
Oh man, yeah. You could see when she was speaking to him. You could just see it in his face. He's just like a petulant kid.
Yes.
Shh. Why doesn't she shut up? Shut up! I'll get you.
'Cause I want to.
Yeah, man.
Why are you talking to me? Don't
Yeah. She's on the list.
I love he went outside. They're like, what did you think of the service? He goes, I thought it was really bad. I was like, oh, yeah, what are you comparing it to? When's the last time you were in a church? You know they had to deconsecrate it just so you wouldn't burst into flames when you walked in there.
I thought it was bad.
out of the, didn't make my top 5 out of the 3 services I've been to.
I'm not a big fan of compassion. Not really my wheelhouse.
As far as I'm concerned, mercy is a French word for thank you and nothing else.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, if he, I don't know, man. It already feels like he's been in office like 2 or 3 years.
It really does.
Yeah.
He does, yeah.
He never tires.
Yeah, evil doesn't get exhausted.
No. I was saying, how come crazy people always have a lot of energy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it's all that Diet Coke.
That's another thing, man. He's consumed with that. He's horrible. I mean, that's not what can we say that's new?
I don't know.
Nothing. But now this was funny and not funny. They had ICE arrested a Latino cat, right? And he had on a T-shirt that said "Latinos for Trump." That's kind of what you get, brother.
Yeah.
That's kind of what you get. Yeah, as they hauled him off. But I thought, yeah, we know. But you said, yeah, I know what we said.
This is the year of, no, but not me.
Right. No, I thought it was going to be, yeah. You thought a lot of things. Anyway, get in the truck. You'll be all right. Man, should we take a call?
Let's go.
We got to go to break. Hey, listen, this is good, man. But thanks for having me, and we'll be right back. All that's calling, please hang on the line. We will be right back after these messages.
The Randy Rhoads Show.
Oh, congratulations to the Fox and Friends weekend morning host, who's now our Secretary of Defense. He's a veteran, everybody. I know, I'm a veteran, too. I'm pretty sure I wasn't on any of Kamala's short lists for any cabinet position. But, oh, my God, these picks, it's almost like, well, there's a word for it. It's called patronage. Right here, right now on WCPT 820, weekdays 7 to 9 p.m. Central Time.
Hey, Google, play WCPT.
Streaming Chicago's progressive talk from TuneIn.
Patti Vasquez is taking your calls now at 773-763-9278. Driving it home with Patti Vasquez now on WCPT 820.
Hey, welcome back to Driving It Home with Patti Vasquez. I'm Dwayne Kennedy, sitting in for Patti. With me is Adam Burke.
Hi, everybody.
And Lady B.
Hello.
Hey, man, so we're just here, I don't know what we're doing, ruminating, calculating.
Don't say the third one.
No, that's for after the show. Okay. But listen, let's go to a call. What you say, Adam?
That sounds great.
Let's go to Jim. Hey, Jim.
Hey, Dwayne, how are you? The Secret Service hasn't gotten you yet.
Not yet.
But this is 9 days, and this feels as old as Methuselah. I mean, this has got dust mites on it. It's 9 days. But a couple of things I want to just go into. The one kid put a thing on his Facebook that Trump was an idiot, and then 2 Secret Service showed up.
Whoa!
Scared the school. Yeah, 2 Secret Service showed up, scared the death out of a kid. They had about an 8-year-old kid. He goes, "Oh my God, I'm scared." Plus they got 2 shooter drills every year.
Jeez!
And now they got Secret Service coming to get babies.
He was 8 years old.
No, this kid was 11.
11 then. Yeah,
we're here to investigate. But this was their rap. We came to investigate a threat for a government official, meaning Trump. 2 Secret Service showed up, so we can expect that as routine.
Absolutely.
But, no, that'll be routine. But here's what really freaks me out. They said that they're going to have nothing but influencers and podcasters in the briefing room. They're not going to have regular news people. They're just going to have podcasters and influencers. Now, those are 2 things I'm so ignorant. I don't know what. The only podcaster I would listen to would maybe be Oscar Wilde or somebody who died 200 years ago. and an influencer. I've been under the influence many times. I'll get to that.
Yeah.
But as far as being influenced by anybody, I've never been influenced by anybody.
You would be considered more, Jim, a genfluencer.
yeah, you better believe it. But anyway, this is already ancient already, and
yes. Wow.
But what's really astounding is Republicans are going to go down with the ship with this guy, and they're going to regret it. They're going to live to regret it because unless he suspends this midterm, he could do that and flip to the Supreme Court, and they could say, "Yeah, you're right. You just be a dictator." They already gave him enhanced his power to be a dictator, so maybe they'll fulfill their promise and make him a dictator. But even he has to pay his debt to death, as Shakespeare said. We all have to pay our debt to death. So he has to eventually. So I think the United States might survive, but it's going to be grueling. It's going to just be grueling, over the next
Jim,
whatever
do you think, there's this argument, that if there are any moderate Republicans left, there's an argument that, this is such a hard swing to the right in these first 10 days that the notion is that Republicans will be able to, that ultimately capitalists will be able to go, because this isn't even capitalism what he's doing. This is straight up like
fascism.
I would say plutocracy, but we can get into that later. But the notion is that, do you think Republicans are hoping that, once he's gone, they will still be able to be they will seem like a reasonable alternative compared to him?
Well, I tell you the honest to God, this is the honest to God truth. He didn't, when he ran against Clinton was about a 80% favorite in that race. He was 80%. Mm-hmm. So he had a 20% chance of winning, and he won. So as far as the Republicans that I knew, this was their salvation. They couldn't believe that Hillary Clinton was the president. The people in my building go, "Is it really true? Did Trump really win?" I mean, they were popping their heads out of the door. They couldn't believe it, and neither could the Republican Party believe it.
Right.
So it created the Frankenstein monster. It continued into this, whatever, it was like 50 years, 12 years of this insanity? But that's what happened. Now, anyway, go ahead, guys.
Well, I disagree with calling Frankenstein monsters, because Frankenstein monster in the book could read.
He could, fire, no good. He had a better vocabulary than Trump did. But this is where we're at, but again, these red states are gerrymandered to the hilt.
Right.
They've got all this cruelty. I mean, they took away Roe versus Wade, which is nuts, because that's a private decision of any individual. That had nothing to do with anybody else. And now they're going to go after the same-sex marriage and all these ridiculous things.
And
have no.
What is it? A naturalized being born in this country, right?
Birthright
citizenship, which is a step away from then repealing the 14th Amendment. Then let's get to the 13th Amendment. Then that's over.
Right.
Dwayne, consider this. I'm Irish, right? And I've talked to some of my relatives. Some of them snuck through Canada. Some of them came through Alaska. Some of them, none of them came here legally. They all just came here and plopped in here with their families. And, maybe the later was it like the 1870, I got a few of those. Maybe they had to fill out a couple of forms, I don't know. But nobody is the human race is the human race. Mm-hmm. You're never going to, you can't qualify what the human race is. I mean, my God, these people are into eugenics. They're into, who's,
that's what it is.
Yeah, they're into eugenics. They want to define what they consider a Homo sapien is. I mean, it's just insane. It's insane. But yet that's where we're at. But anyway, guys, it's good hearing you guys on the radio, and have a good, but stay away from that Secret Service, whatever you do with Dwayne. Because
it's actually too late, Jim. There's actually somebody knocking on our door as we speak.
Yeah, I know. I could have. Hey, this is that funny. It's that funny because, I mean, they love it. They love this torture. They love to torture people.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, you guys You guys have a great show. Thank you much.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks for calling in. Let's take a break, and we'll be right back with more on WCPT 820 AM.
Stephanie Miller.
It's another true Stephanie Miller Show story, Chris LeBoy. Yeah, from with Jane in St. Charles, Illinois. It's real. Stephanie Miller fans are everywhere. We're meeting in parking lots. It happened just yesterday. I got to my car after leaving the grocery store. There was a woman loading her groceries in the car. She had a radio on to WCPT 820 Progressive Radio. I couldn't resist. I said, I think we would qualify to say that we listen to the Stephanie Miller Show. We both laughed and said, yes, we would. I love it.
Stephanie Miller, weekday mornings, 8 to 11 on WCPT 820. WCPT 820, Chicago's Progressive Talk, where facts matter.
You're listening to Driving It Home with Patti Vasquez.
There's so much that goes on behind closed doors.
On WCPT 820.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to Driving It Home with Patti Vasquez. Patti is not in today. She's out saving democracy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, what's left of it. So I'm here, Dwayne Kennedy, sitting in for Patti. Also with me is Adam Burke.
Hi, Dwayne.
Hey, Adam. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
All right, man.
Trying to sound upbeat.
I know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably would help if you, no, I was going to say something very dark. Yeah, that's good, Adam. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you know, trying to, I know it's tough out there for a lot of people. I'm not trying to deny that, but, you know.
Yeah. What can you do, man?
I mean, you and I aren't, we're a couple of jesters. We're literally sitting here with bells on our hats, so I don't know if the heat. Yeah. But, you know, we're here to commiserate and do jokes.
That's all we can do.
Say mean things about the president.
Yeah, until they come and get us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also with us guiding the whole thing is Lady B.
Lady B.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, thanks for being here, Lady B.
I will say the one thing that Trump does is make us all better constitutional scholars.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Because today he announced that he was going to deport anyone who had been to apparently the way he put it, pro-Palestine. He said anyone who went to a pro-Palestine protest, and which he then proceeded to call jihadists. But you know, listen, not to get into that situation too much, but I think there's such a wide range of people who are pro the Palestinian people,
right?
You know, who are pro, hey, let's get, you know, starving kids some food, let's send them aid. That's a wide gamut. So.
Right. What if I'm just pro people eating and not being bombed?
Right. So he's saying that he...
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm pro people eating and I'm anti people being bombed.
Anti-people being bombed, yes.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
So, yeah, be careful.
I have to report myself.
You're no longer our spokesperson, Dwayne. No, but he said anyone who went to any of these protests were going to be deported. And I was like, you know, and I was looking up, again, it's just, I mean, there's one thing about this. It's one thing to be right-wing. It's one thing to be conservative. There's another thing to be an anti-constitutionalist. That's where he's getting to be, because I was looking up, you know, I'm a legal migrant here. I know lots of friends of mine are legal migrants, and it's like we are protected with the First Amendment. It's gone to the any. One word I didn't know that we were called. They call us foreign entities.
Oh, really?
Which kind of sounds like a bit of dirt in your eye or something.
Yeah. or something somebody's introduced in a moment of intimacy. Like, wait, is that a foreign entity? Hold on.
Is that, or are you just pleased to see me?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like that's being protected for us by the Supreme Court, and it's just overturning democratic norms that have existed for hundreds of years. You know, since the 1990s, it's been de facto that you don't go into churches, you don't go into schools, and it's just
but that's the whole thing with this cat. That's why he's a diabolical genius in the sense of everything that I didn't even consider what was a law were just traditions.
Yeah.
And he exploited everything that was just a tradition or a custom, and destroyed it.
Yeah.
The whole thing about having to turn over your taxes as a presidential candidate, that wasn't a law.
Yeah.
It was just a custom. It's just a tradition.
He also strikes me the kind of guy, if you just, any custom, even like very mundane ones, where if you were to go, Mr. Trump, the fork tends to go on the left. Nope. No, I don't believe in that.
Absolutely.
Just because someone brought it up. No, I like to put the fork, I like to jab it into the table so it's sticking straight up.
Absolutely. Because what is he? I mean, what am I? First of all, nothing. But I believe he's like got antisocial personality disorder.
Yes.
I'm against anything you're for. I'm for everything you're against. Yeah, man. You know what? We got some calls. I don't want to hang on long time. Let's go to, who should we go? Let's go to Myrna. Myrna in Chicago. Hey, Myrna. Why am I yelling? Hey, Myrna.
Hi, gentlemen. Hey, I got two things I wanted to mention about Elon Musk. First of all, do you guys remember a few weeks ago when there were drones on the East Coast?
Yes.
And they were just like, people couldn't figure out what was going on. It was weird that some politicians were saying, it's nothing to worry about. We don't know what they are or where they're from or who owns them, but they're nothing to worry about. And that didn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out that Elon Musk has a brother who 2 years ago bought a drone company.
Oh, really?
So So why was he, I'm assuming, again, I'm not saying it was him, but I'm assuming it was him flying those drones over that area of the country. Why was there so much interest on that company's part? And how come nobody has said anything about his brother owning? I just found out a couple of days ago about his ownership.
I didn't know that. Did you know that, Adam?
I didn't know that. It wouldn't surprise me though if Elon Musk's best friend was like a drone. Like he gets into bed at night, he like strokes it. He strokes its little blades. You're a good little spy.
Right. I actually at one point thought, is this finally it? Are extraterrestrials here? That's what I was hoping. I'm gonna be honest with you on that one. Yeah. I was packing when people were telling, I'm packing up. I'm getting the F out of here.
How do you pack for an alien abduction?
What did I have? I had a few comic books. You know what I mean?
A little light reading.
Yeah, a sandwich.
While you're off to Alpha Centauri.
Yeah. I hear good things. I probably won't need a jacket.
Your mother never told you, dress warm when the aliens come for you.
Right. Yeah. So what do you if it was Elon Musk's brother murder? What do you think what was the purpose? What's the point?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Were they, it's all like a blackmail thing in Washington, D.C.
No blackmails anymore. That's over with.
You can't even say blackmail anymore.
You can't even say blackmail.
That's a DEI. You got to say it's just non-specific extortion.
Right. Not specific. Right.
But my thing is, to me, it's. I don't know if you heard a couple of minutes ago. Meta is paying. What's his name? The president. I forget his name. Another. I forget how many millions because they took him off of. They shut him down. I think on Facebook or one of the Meta platforms. So Zuckerberg, and I say that with an S, not a Z, is now,
nice.
Yeah.
He bought again, so now he's paying another, I don't know how many millions of dollars. And my thing is, what does Trump have on these people?
You know what, Myrna? That to me is the question because these cats are billionaires. What are you afraid of?
Yeah. They're real billionaires.
Yeah, they're real billionaires. Unlike me and Adam, who just like tell
Or unlike Trump, who's
yeah. What is that?
Yeah, I guess it's better that we're poor and we don't have to kiss up to anybody.
Well, Myrna, I wouldn't go that far. But no, I know. Let's not get crazy with it.
I mean, I have a thought on this, but I've noticed that ever since the election, every time I talk, it just sounds like the preamble to Das Kapital. Like someone asks me a question, and I go, well, I honestly think that they like. This is not going to be funny, but this is how my brain works now.
I love it, man.
These guys, it's not even capitalism anymore. These guys look at the United States as a machine for generating billions of dollars. And that's
they're very successful.
And that's all it's not really
Oh wow. You know what, Myrna? This is why this show would be lost without Lady B.
Oh, she just printed us out some, yeah.
Yeah, she just came in with some vital information. Elon Musk's brother, Kimball, is also in tech. First of all, Kimball.
He looks like a bad Matthew McConaughey character.
I thought this was he looks like Dax, what's his face?
He looks like he's about to go alt-right.
Wow, Yeah. So it says here, Elon Musk's brother, Kimball Musk, has a drone company that has changed. Kimball Musk.
Hey, have you met my totally normal friends, Kimball and Elon?
Yeah, I know. Weren't you wearing Kimball Musk?
Yeah, that's a very specific Chicago scent. Kimball Musk.
Okay, so Kimball Musk acquired a drone light show company. In 2022, Kimball Musk acquired Nova Sky Stories, taking control of their fleet over 9,000 drones. Oh, okay, man.
Yeah, wearing a cowboy hat and a velvet jacket like a normal dude. Just normal.
What are you dressing for? I'm dressed to be chased down the street. Man. Well, I had no idea, Myrna.
Yeah, he bought the company 2 years ago, and he's gotten some major contracts, too.
Okay,
well, that's the weird thing.
Well, thank you. Thank you for letting us know. I'm going to get to some other calls, but I appreciate you calling, okay?
Wait. One last thing.
Okay.
Do you guys ever get, this has been happening a lot to me on my phone, when I spell Elon Musk, I noticed that my autocorrect keeps switching his last name to Scum.
Good one, Myrna. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
All right. That was a good one. Another call, Lady B, or we have to go to break?
We can take another call.
Let's go to Cynthia in Denver. Cynthia's been holding on a long time. Hey, Cynthia, how are you?
You guys are having way too much fun over there.
That's all we got.
We were thinking about just weeping for 2 hours. But...
Well, yeah, that's true. But listen, first of all, Trump is a Gemini, so he's got 4 people working for him all in one, okay?
And they're all dumb.
Well, whatever they are, that's why he doesn't get tired with all his bull.
Yeah.
The second thing is...
That's true, Cynthia. I mean, I don't want to cut you off, but... I'm not that into astrology, but I know that's what they say. Geminis have a lot. My father's a Gemini. And since I was a kid, he always had like 2-3 jobs, man. Prince was a Gemini who never slept. You're a Gemini. Yeah. So, yeah.
So, but I had psychotherapy early in my younger youth time, so all my personalities are reconciled. We all work together now.
That's good to hear.
There's not any wayward souls running around my house. But anyway...
You're a one-woman group meeting.
I am. I am. And listen, Trump is evil in general.
Yes.
He's not thinking of stuff to do. He's doing what he's been told to do. And I have to blame us Americans. I didn't vote for him, but he told everybody what he was going to do.
Right.
So marching, crying on YouTube, all this other stuff is null and void because he said what he was going to do. The only thing we can hope for is that people, get educated about their rights and obviously about the Constitution and the Democrats. And personally, I think the youth, people 40 and younger, need to take over the government. People 50 on up need to be ejected because I'm 66. I'm not proud of my group. But it's time for a whole nother group of folks, and that's what Trump and them are scared of. And the media is pathetic. Not one time did anybody say, we have made history today. We have elected a convicted felon for president.
Right.
Where have you heard that said specifically in the media? Nowhere.
No.
So I'm in therapy because I can't handle it.
Well, if you could pass on the name of your therapist, because I think we could all use some at this point.
Yeah.
Well, Trump, like you said, he's a sadist. Yeah. And he's like somebody wrote the book, The Cruelty is the Point, and that's it. Whatever we can do to make your quote-unquote enemies miserable, whatever we can do to put you out of sorts, that's what we're going to do. Even things that we know we can't even carry out. I just want to at least announce it to cause you distress.
Right. And, that's all the Republicans do.
Yeah.
And why people keep voting for them, I have to believe it's nothing but racism. You can't keep voting for people who slap you down and keep you down all the time and don't do nothing to keep you, moving forward, if at all, because we've been waiting for somebody to say, what has Republicans done to make your life better in the last 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, if you make less than $100,000 a year.
Right, which I know I do. I can't speak for anybody else at this table, but yeah.
But, they work for corporations. That's all they work for. And the fact that nobody is standing up as our rights are being flushed down the toilet right before our very eyes, it's too much.
Well, like they said, Trump is a Russian operative, right?
Well, I don't even know if he's a Russian. He's just evil. He's very transactional, and his kids and his cronies are running around making money hand over fist. Now, what could a billionaire cut from the federal government that would make him feel like the government is running more efficient? He doesn't know.
Right.
What would he know about the average person's lifestyle and what people depend on? I think MAGA will wise up when all that Medicaid is cut off and they got to move their mama back in their house.
Oh, they don't even understand. He's already. This is the thing too about the totalitarianism of it is he has signed one of. And they kept this kind of quiet, but amongst that raft of executive orders he signed things cutting off the ACA and Medicaid at the knees, where like there's loads of people without even voting, without even doing anything in Congress, they've done all this back channel stuff where people are going to lose basic medical rights. Sorry.
Yeah, and I'm in the group in that mix,
Yeah.
And so people can't help but turn their lonely eyes to God because, we can't see nothing else.
Right. That's a lot of people's medical plan now. Jesus and a chicken's foot.
Is that Santeria?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a Santeria and also my dental plan.
Yes. And dentures work out better. I'd go for dentures. But anyway, you guys are doing a good job, and I enjoy listening to Pat all the time.
Thank you so much. All right, we'll take care. Call back another time. Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow and Friday. So.
Okay.
We'll be here until the government comes to get us, which I think should be.
Have the rest of the group call us on those days.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for calling. All right, you too.
Bye.
Lady B. Call. All right, we're going to go to break, and then we'll be right back with more callers. So please hang on the line. We'll get to you as soon as we get back. You're listening to WCPT Heartland Signal.
This is WCPT 820, where facts matter.
You're listening to Driving It Home with Patti Vasquez on WCPT 820.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Driving It Home with Patti Vasquez. Patti is not here today. She will not be here tomorrow. She will not be here Friday. So I'm filling in all 3 days. I'm Dwayne Kennedy. And also sitting with me is Adam Burke
Hi, Dwayne. Hi, everybody.
Hey, Adam. And Lady B.
Hey, Lady B.
Hi.
Yeah.
What was the name of that last caller?
Cynthia.
I thought she had a great point about Trump having multiple personalities because he has 4 voices that he like switches between. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's right.
He's got the silent whisper, and then he's got the loud. and he's always interrupting himself. He's always like, he's always talking about something. Well, the thing about infrastructure is, what is infrastructure? Do we even know? You know, they said it couldn't be done. It's just like, wait, what? He's standing there alone, and you're like, one at a time, please.
If he just wasn't president, he could just be an entertaining lunatic. You know? I like lunatics. Not to be my president. Oh, man. You know what? So let's go to another call. We've had Victor. He's been hanging on for a while. Victor.
Hey. You guys are doing such a great job, Dwayne and Adam.
Yeah, thank
You're the new comedy couple.
Yeah. Trying to be.
And, you know, that Cynthia was right when she said someone must be writing these executive orders for Donald Trump. He's been in office for 8 days, and he's already spent 2 days on the golf course. He's on executive order number 1,251.
Yeah.
So we know something's going on. This last executive order, he was turning Guantanamo Bay in Cuba into a 30,000 bed for immigrants that they're going to ship over there.
All right.
But the problem is, once they leave the country, they have no rights at all.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Right.
So they can do whatever they want with them. They can even put them into sex trafficking or maybe even a quick burial at sea. No one's going to say anything. So this is one way to get around giving rights to undocumented immigrants that he's hauling off. And another thing, his new Secretary of Defense, Peter, what is it, Hogsbreath or whatever it is.
Hogsbreath. Yeah, Peter Hogsbreath.
We've got 2 wars going on in the world. We've got a fleet of Navy vessels over there in the Middle East. There's a huge war taking place in Russia that may expand.
Right.
And so what does Sneaky Pete do? He said he's doing 2 investigations on 2 4-star generals.
Right.
One was Jim Mattis, Donald Trump's original.
Oh, that's right.
Secretary of Defense.
Mm-hmm.
And now this other guy.
Mark Milley. Mark Milley, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, what is he? Doesn't he know how to run the greatest military in the world? What the hell is he doing?
He's just out for revenge. He doesn't. Yeah.
Sneaky Pete. That's his new name.
Yeah. Or Looney Larry or whomever. Daffy Don. Yeah.
The whole group are, like you say, a bunch of goofballs and clowns and...
Yep, screwballs and crackpots. Yeah, RFK, man. He's still having his hearings, right?
Yeah.
RFK?
Yeah. Today and tomorrow. And, you know, I know he says he's a reformed heroin addict, but, you know, I know heroin addicts. Once you're a heroin addict, you're always a heroin addict because, you know, it's almost impossible to get off heroin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's one big strike against him in my book.
Well,
and plus the Looney Tunes.
Well, he seems to have developed an aversion to needles since then. He doesn't really believe in sticking anything in your arm now.
Right.
Yeah, he doesn't believe in vaccines and And who knows? You know, I don't know if they got all of that worm out of his brain.
No.
That worm made a bunch of eggs. And I think they've taken over.
Yeah, I think that worm started a condo development in his skull.
Yeah, I believe so. And, you know, Donald Trump, he wants to make the Iron, they call him the Iron Dome, but that's because under his brain, he's got the brain of a walnut that's covered by an iron dome.
Well,
that's the way it is.
Well, I tell you what, Victor.
You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you so much. Thanks for calling, and keep checking in, and we'll chronicle the decline of democracy together.
Cheers, Victor.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, and don't worry about being probed about extraterrestrials. It's a lot of fun. I know.
All right. All right.
Wow. Did you have that on your bingo card? I didn't have that.
All right. I'm going to take your word for it on that one, Vic. Yeah. Thanks for calling, man. Thank you.
Ciao.
Okay.
All righty.
Yeah. Where are these people when Patty's doing her show?
Yeah. Yeah, Lady B is like, these are all the ones she didn't put through to Patty.
Yeah. I like it. Do we have time for another call?
Yeah, we can squeeze one.
Okay, we'll squeeze in one more call before the 6 o'clock hour. Let's go to Evie in Chicago. Hey, Evie. Is she there? Are they there?
Hello?
Hey. Hello?
Hello? Hi.
Hey. Hey, Evie, how are you?
Good.
Good.
I believe that Trump should be impeached or something. What he's doing to everybody and immigrants and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They have to smuggle, like, the immigrants to a hotel and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and right now everybody is living in fear. You know, people are scared. A lot of immigrants aren't sending their kids to school, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know anybody who's an immigrant? And I'm not asking you to report anybody, but I'm just...
No, not I know of.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I should have maybe even asked you that on
That's
the
probably
air.
the way to...
Yeah.
That's probably the way to go. It's more like, are you affected by this?
Yeah, you're right, Adam.
Do you know anyone who is affected by this situation?
Right. Yeah. I didn't mean to sound like I was bringing you down to headquarters.
But it does, Evie, it is a frightening time, huh?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. How are you feeling? How are you doing?
I'm okay. But if, I don't know, I have to do on Medicare and stuff, Medicaid and food stamps and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you do anything what do you do to cheer yourself up when you're feeling a bit down?
Listen to radio, watch TV, do crosswords, play with my cats and birds.
Cats, yeah. We need to figure out. Democrats need to figure out a way to give everybody in the country a cat, just a relaxation cat,
right? Or maybe the Republicans to calm them down. You know,
definitely
give them each a tiger.
Yeah. Well, thanks for calling, Evie. Thanks for checking in.
You're welcome.
Okay, take care. All right, have a good day. All right. That was Evie. Okay, we're going to go to break. Thank you for listening. Hold on, and we will be back in a moment with WCPT 820 AM Heartland Signal.
You're listening to WCPT 820 because facts matter.
Driving it home with Patti Vasquez, Patti Vasquez. From global conflicts to greenhouse gases, the folks refusing to wear masks says, and politicians getting caught grabbing ass says, she's driving it home with Patti Vasquez.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Driving It Home with Patti Vasquez. I'm Dwayne Kennedy sitting in for Patti. Oh, man. We got and also my partner, Adam Burke.
Hello.
And Lady B.
Hello.
And we got a special surprise come up in a minute. But first, I want to take this call from Angela from Detroit.
It's Andrew in Detroit. No, I'm trying to talk to some lady. Who the hell are you guys? What's going on? Oh, my God, the Alzheimer's is kicking in over here. Hey, you know that defense guy's name is Huff Sungrass.
Who?
What?
The defense guy that just got the play.
Hesga, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. There you stupid. That stupid idiot. Unbelievable. Hey, seriously, guys. Not too long on the weekend, I was watching Scarface over again. Haven't seen it in a while. Don't know if you guys watch it.
Oh, yeah. I base my life on it.
There you go. The beginning of it is talking about Castro. When Castro took over in Cuba.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And Castro wanted to get rid of all the people that didn't agree with him. Right. So they had boats go into, I think, Mariel Harbor, and everybody was jumping on these boats. And he thought, too, you know what? I don't want any of my prisoners here. I don't want anybody in mental institutions here. So he forced the people that were trying to get their relatives home, well, not home, but over to Florida to get them out of Cuba. He forced all the prisoners. That's where this idiot, this orange idiot, he's been saying this since he came down the escalator, that they're sending over their prisoners and their mental patients. It didn't dawn on me till I watched Scarface the other day. This guy is living back in 1980.
Yeah. He gets his information from television and movies and TV shows, and that's how he makes his decisions. That's how those are the people that he appoints in his cabinet, people he's seen on TV.
According to Stormy Daniels, his favorite line is "Say hello to my little friend."
True.
And he's just a useful idiot for the party.
Yeah.
He is being run by Elon Musk and Stephen Miller.
Oh, man, that maniac.
That's who's running this government right now.
That
light bulb-headed idiot.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're in for a lot of trouble. We're really in for a lot of trouble.
A lot of trouble.
I don't know where this ends. Hey, guys, you're doing a good job tonight.
Hey, well, thank you very much. Thank you, Sandra. Appreciate it. Call again if we're still around. Yeah.
That's the name of the show.
Yeah.
Are we still on?
Right. All right. Well, thank you. All right, appreciate you. All right. Hey, also I had to tell you that we're listening. Welcome the listeners in Minnesota at KTNF AM 950, Heartland Signal. Welcome, Minnesota. I don't know if you heard, but it's not going good down here in Chi-Town. But here's something that's going great. I got a cat in. We have a special guest. This brother I've known for a minute. He is a writer, actor, stand-up comedian. Should I say lawyer?
As you wish.
A savant.
A savant.
Wow.
A sage.
A trendsetter.
A guru. A baba.
Oh, my goodness.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just a
voice of a generation.
Voice of a generation. You know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, we have the inimitable.
The unpronounceable.
The unpronounceable. Azhar Usman.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Thanks for having me. Dwayne Kennedy, it's an honor to be with you. And, of course, Adam Burke, I'm a big fan of both of yours.
Nice.
Very exaggerated introduction. If my career's on fire, I'm on 8:20 a.m., baby.
Yeah.
That's right. Drive time.
Yeah. Sitting in between two dudes who don't know what's going on.
Joking aside, I was like, I was excited that you reached out to invite me. Thank you again. And then I was like, what is this network? I don't listen to a lot.
8:20 a.m. We're named after the hourly rate.
Okay, all right. 8:20. Yeah, it's not,
right.
Which is at least higher than the federal minimum wage.
Yeah.
8:20.
And CPT, that's colored people's time.
Oh, is that what? Okay, so WCPT is that? Yeah. Well, I was late, so it was perfect.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
But joking aside, I was like, what is this network? And I'm like, this must be some underground thing I just never heard of.
So the Chicago Progressive Talk.
This is pretty interesting.
As progressive you can be when white folks own the station.
Okay, that makes more sense then.
Yeah,
because then I found a spot. I was like, this looks like some underground pirate radio situation.
Kinda.
And then I was like, let me go on the internet. Maybe they're popping on the internet.
We used to operate out of a submarine in Lake Michigan.
Do you guys know? I mean, I'm not trying to insult anybody. I'm honored to be invited.
Oh no, man!
But do you know how many subscribers there are on the YouTube channel for this network?
Hey, things are already depressing enough.
No, this actually got me excited. This leaned into how underground this whole operation is.
Okay.
67 people.
Oh, wow.
So this is going out to dozens.
Well, listen,
dozens of listeners.
By the end of 3 days of us being on, we're going to get that number to 62.
That's what. So I tried to listen on the way in. Honestly, I was in the car. I drive. I listened to you guys for the first hour. I was like, bro, this is very depressing.
Yeah.
That like everything sounds terrible, bro.
Yeah. Well,
but I had Giordano's last night, so I was like, life is fantastic, actually.
Hey, man. Well, here's the thing. In these days and times in which we live.
Yes, tell me.
That's why I thought about you coming on to say what's going on, man, with you. What's happening in your world?
Oh, I just wanted to, real quick, I want to appreciate, you came in hot, crapping all over the show, but also tried to
which I'm part of. So
also
I'm
trying to get us a corporate sponsor by just mentioning Giordano's on it. See, that's nice.
Yeah, that would be nice if they sponsored us.
This segment is brought to you by clinical depression and deep dish,
which causes the clinical depression. I mean, I was going to say joking aside, but there's no joking aside anymore.
No.
Like, I'm just joking all the time.
Hey, bro.
Because otherwise I just get depressed. Like,
yeah.
But the thing is, like, look, Trump, politics, Elon Musk, like, we saw the Nazi salute. It happened.
Absolutely.
Like, let's not pretending.
Right.
So it's sort of like, we're trapped inside the reality show. Mm-hmm. Like, we're extras in the show. Mm-hmm. You know, season 1, when he came down the escalator, 2016, like 2015.
Right.
That was a great season. Season 1 of the show. Like, it's a reality show called America.
At that point, did you think he had a chance to win?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, he's a wrestler.
Escalator time?
Yeah, because when he came out hot with the Mexicans are rapists on.
That's, to me, and I'm obviously completely naive, or I was at the time, the moment you say Mexicans are rapists, you're done. I thought.
Why Ronald Reagan was a Hollywood actor.
Right.
Donald Trump is a wrestler.
Right.
And when I say that, people will be like, oh, that's a good analogy. It's not an analogy.
Mm-hmm.
He was inducted into the World Wrestling Entertainment Hall of Fame.
Right. Yeah.
He's a literal wrestler.
Yeah.
And if you look at the way he came out with Mexicans are rapists and lock her up, drain the swamp, right? These are build a wall. These are wrestler tactics.
But he's a wrestler like the Ultimate Warrior, where he doesn't realize that some of it's supposed to be fake.
The kayfabe? Kayfabe. He maintains kayfabe. Is that how you say it? Kayfabe? Or
kayfabe. Yeah.
Kayfabe.
No, I don't know.
Kayfabe is the idea in wrestling where, people, the fans of WWF, originally now WWE, didn't know if it's real or it's fake.
Right.
And the agreement in the wrestler community was like, we're going to maintain this illusion both on and off stage.
Gotcha.
So if you run into me in the grocery store and I'm Hulk Hogan, like, yeah, brother, I'm still going to be in character.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So that was the phenomenon of, I'm telling you, I look at it very simply. He's a wrestler.
Yeah.
He's been a wrestler the whole time.
Right.
He got in.
Right. He's a heel.
He came in as a heel.
Okay.
Right, with the whole Mexican rapist and all that.
Right.
And believe it or not, it's like, this guy he's a comic book villain at this point, where it's like he has this incredible power. Like, the more evil things he does, somehow he gets more powerful.
Yeah.
He's so entertaining. He's hilarious. We've been talking about him the whole time.
Yeah.
The whole world's talking about him.
Right.
Elon Musk wants some of that. Like, he wants to be, he already has everything.
This is what I don't understand, AZ. How is it that a cat like Musk or Zuckerberg, I sort of get, these cats are like billionaires. Why are you afraid of them?
It's not that they're afraid. They're dorks, bro.
Well, I didn't realize how good that wrestler analogy was until you said Elon Musk. I was like, yeah, Elon Musk is like a wrestling fan who doesn't realize.
Exactly. Bro, all of the people around him, they're like And so when you say, was I surprised that he won? No, because Americans love wrestling.
Yeah.
They love the WWE.
Yeah.
Do you know there's a video of Donald Trump, literally, you could go to YouTube and watch it, shaving Vince McMahon's head in the ring at the Battle of the Billionaires WrestleMania. I'm not making this up.
And that YouTube video
is a real thing happened in the real world.
That YouTube video will have more than 67 subscribers.
So before we go any further, so here's the essential question. Are Americans too dumb?
Poop on anybody.
Yeah.
All right? I'm just stating facts.
Yeah.
Did you know that over half the United States population has a reading level of 5th grade or below?
Over half?
Over half the United States. So
I started to read that, but I couldn't get through.
So that's not even to diss anybody. It's more to just point out, like, the fifth and sixth graders are electing the president, and they love wrestling.
Right.
And he's a phenomenally entertaining wrestler.
Right.
He called COVID Kung Flu. Now, that's one of the funniest jokes you're ever going to hear in your life.
It was.
Kung Flu, bro?
Yeah.
Bro, it's a one-letter. Kung Flu. He wrote that joke. That's amazing, all right? He's so entertaining.
Yeah.
And you can't tell a guy. Here's another thing I spent a lot of time thinking about. Like, there's some people who are so successful, but they're wrong about something. Mm-hmm. But you can never tell. Like, how could you ever tell? I mean, put yourself in Donald Trump's shoes for a second.
Okay.
Somebody says to you...
I also have to put myself in his pants. That would be bad.
Somebody comes to you and says, you're stupid. Right?
Oh, I don't even have to put myself in his shoes for that to happen. Yeah. You called me that earlier.
I would never. But imagine that you're Donald Trump.
Right.
And somebody says to you, you're stupid. You're an idiot. Mm-hmm. You're dumb. It's like, bro, I'm a billionaire.
Yeah.
My wife is one of the hottest women on the planet.
She's one of the hottest spies Russia could find.
Exactly. I have my name on buildings all over the world.
Right.
All right. I play golf on golf courses that I own.
Right.
I have my name on buildings, but it's in the bathroom.
On the wall. And by the way, in case you forgot, I was president of the United States.
Right.
And I was in Home Alone too.
Right.
And I was inducted into the World Wrestling Entertainment Hall of Fame.
That is the order in which he would list them.
So how are you going to tell this guy he's wrong about anything?
That's true. I mean,
it's impossible.
Yeah. I think he had that ego from birth. He was groomed to be like that.
100%.
Right? He's the classic. I always love this expression. Born on third base, thought he hit a triple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
facts.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like we can spend all this time talking about him and woe is me, and it's terrible. I'm a Muslim, by the way. I'm following it. The Muslim ban, the ICE raids. Like, obviously, it's all bad. I'm not an idiot.
Yeah, I was actually going to list that in your credits.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm here before I get banned.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, I'm just saying that, like, there's this nostalgia of like, oh my God, it was so good, and now Trump is here. Like, the genocide in Palestine was under Biden's watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of bad things have been happening for a long time.
Well,
you're black. I don't need to tell you. America has never been.
Bad things have been happening since they said, "Oh, that looks like land."
I'm saying, right?
I'm white. I needed some updates.
I'm saying, like, we don't like to think about it as Americans, but we live on a Native American graveyard.
Yeah.
Illinois, Chicago, Wisconsin. These are Native American words.
Chicago was founded by a brother. Did you know that?
No kidding. DuSable.
DuSable, yeah.
DuSable,
The moment he said, I declare Chicago, somebody tapped him on it was a cop. Wanted to see some ID. This is Chicago. What? See some ID.
The cop goes, do you know how fast you were driving? Driving?
Do you know how fast you were declaring?
So I'm looking at it like, we are citizens of the empire.
Absolutely.
We have been, right? Let's stop pretending that somehow things, oh my God, Trump is here now. It's like, yeah, bro, the thing has been getting just more and more sophisticated. The levels of oppression. I saw this guy, I'm a nerd, so I like to listen to these nerdy interviews. This guy is starting to trend on the internet. I'm happy to see this because he's a smart dude. Jeffrey Sachs. He's an economist.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, middle of the road, Columbia University.
Yeah.
Served all these world heads of state and American politicians.
Right.
He's on a warpath now, just speaking to anyone who will listen. And he's talking about, he's just spitting it straight.
Mm-hmm.
America is the empire.
Absolutely.
He says, I don't trust the Americans, meaning the governments and the leadership of the government.
Mm-hmm.
I never have. And then he said something that blew my mind. He goes, all this talk about war with China, war with Iran, let's go to war. We got to go to war with China. And it's like, bro, do you know how many military bases China has?
Around the world?
Around the world. Global military bases.
I'm going to say 2. Either 2 or none.
Well, the United States is over 750.
Well, the United States has military bases like the McDonald's franchises.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The United States has over 750 global military bases.
Yeah.
China has no more than 4.
Okay.
We don't even know exactly how much.
Right.
It could be 1 or 2.
Right. I know they got one on 33rd and Halsted.
Right.
I think that's a Herald. I think that's a Herald.
Yo, okay.
You don't need a military base when you have TikTok and everybody's.
Oh,
yeah.
Yo, what do you guys think about that TikTok ban?
Well, it didn't go through.
Like the idea of it getting banned. Should it have been banned? Are you worried about that at all?
This is the thing I don't get. First of all, I don't know enough about it. The only thing I say is that if you think China is gleaning information from TikTok, isn't everybody gleaning information from everything?
Yeah.
So what difference does it make?
Unless they have to read it, in which case apparently they can't glean it.
Right.
Unless it's written at a 5th grade level.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? That I don't get. It's like all of these devices, everybody has access to all your information.
That's the way I live. It's like everything is. If you own a phone,
yes,
they got everything.
Exactly.
That's the way I think about it.
Yeah, if you own a phone, you have agreed to surveil yourself.
Correct.
Yeah,
and you are doing that 24/7.
As a matter of fact, my camera's playing right now because I got to post stuff.
Yeah,
that's the new me.
Here's what they don't like. They don't like someone to be so influential on TikTok. They don't like the notion of, it's the same reason they're trying to cut the ACA. They don't want you to be able to make money without somehow being tied to a company because they want you to be grist for the mill. Mm-hmm. That's what they don't like. They don't like that TikTok has given people independence from information, of government, independence financially.
Yeah.
They don't like that. They're like, look, until we can figure out a way to control it, our government to control it, we don't want anyone else to control it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, what about the fact that, you guys think about this, I think about this all the time now. Like,
we got in.
AI, I got to wrap it up.
No.
AI is here, all right?
Yeah.
Genie's out of the bottle.
Right.
Anything I see on the internet or hear anymore,
you can't believe.
Yeah, I'm immediately, like even when I saw the Nazi salute.
Yeah.
I saw the video. Somebody sent me the video. I was like, this has got to be AI.
Right.
Like, there's no way. The richest man in the world.
It didn't look like a human did it. That's how I knew Elon Musk did it.
Right.
This looks like a robot, so this has got to be him.
Right.
What
if
a
it
weird
looks like
dude,
a robot,
man.
it's Elon. That looked too human to be.
To answer your earlier question, Dwayne, I think that these guys, I'm not scared of them. They're just dorks. Like all these, they call them the broligarchy.
Yeah, right.
These broligarchs.
So it's like high school.
Yeah, Elon Musk is corny.
I like broligarch.
Yeah, these broligarchs are a bunch of dorks, bro. Like Musk is corny.
Yeah.
Bezos is a dork.
Yeah, he sure
All right.
is.
Bill Gates has been a dork.
Yeah.
Zuckerberg's trying to turn it around, like do jujitsu. It's like, bro, you're still a dork, bro.
Right.
So they're dorks and they want to be cool.
Well, then.
That's the way I look at it.
No, I think that's a good analogy, man. But the cats, like, I guess they all are. I mean, Stephen Miller, man. I always go back to this cat who is just diabolical.
Oh, there's a lot of
he's a Jewish Nazi. That's what he is.
Like the ADL. You know, the ADL came out in defense. Greenblatt came out in defense of Elon Musk.
Yeah.
And tried to explain away the Nazi salute.
Right.
Saying it's a time of confusion and we should show compassion. It's like, bro, you are the ADL. You're supposed to be fighting,
but
anti-Semitism.
On the other hand, you got to lose your shoe deal.
Kanye is a whole nother can. That's interesting.
That brother's out there. He's so far out there, I think he's back.
I don't think he's a Nazi. I think he's more like a Nazi-a.
I think, or do you? I think Kanye is sort of like Trump, man. It's just whatever is going to cause people upset or interest is. I don't think he has any sort of moral investment in any of that. Like Trump, no true investment in.
Yeah, it's just all transactional.
It's all transactional.
I feel like that's true for a lot of these cats.
Yeah.
Did you guys see this LinkedIn post that is trending on the internet, written by this guy called Philip Lowe, who was a longtime friend of Elon Musk? No. And he's now come out and given all this dirt on, like, bro, I've known this guy since before he became...
I've heard of this guy.
Yeah, since before he became famous and before he became this wealthy. I've been knowing him for a long time.
Before he got the hair transplant.
Before, when he was bald. I've been knowing him since the bald PayPal days.
He had 10 kids.
Pre-dozen, yeah.
I can't, yeah.
So,
oh, my God.
So he's like, yeah, I've been knowing this guy for a long time. I know him very well.
Yeah.
He is a totally transactional person.
Mm-hmm.
He's more, self-interested than he is ideological.
Mm-hmm.
And he did do the salute. That's his belief.
Yeah.
He's like, he did do the salute, but not because he believes in Nazi ideology, just because he wanted to not lose the neo-Nazi support within the MAGA movement.
Right.
Because they were starting to move away from him. People forget he's not American.
No, he's
a white African American.
Yeah. He's a South African. 2 minutes? Okay. Yeah. Man.
Do we want to, speaking of transactional, and just because we have been talking about, do we want to talk about the senator who just got 11 years? What's his name?
Bob Menendez.
Oh, I didn't hear about this. For what?
Yeah, just 11 years for corruption. He took like a bunch of bribes, but one of the bribes, I just thought it was funny. One of his bribes he took gold bars.
Oh, that's right.
You know you can't flush down the toilet? A gold bar. That's what
he took gold bars as a bribe?
As a bribe.
Yo, what kind of gangster?
Get the gold bars.
I want to know who used the gold bars to bribe him. That's a hell of a bribe.
That's the most Scrooge McDuck old school.
Who is this cat coming up the driveway dragging a bag?
Yeah, you can't run with that. It's too heavy.
Right. You want some of these gold bars, brother? Yes, I do.
As many as you can fit in your pockets.
Yeah.
And we'll limp out to the getaway car.
They're turning into real life cartoon characters.
You know what I mean? And then how do you explain it, sir? What are you doing these gold bars? Gold bars? What?
1-800 we buy gold.
I think these were here when I bought the house.
This is crypto. That's not.
Yo, crypto rules everything around.
Yeah. Speaking of crypto, and then what about Snoop Dogg endorsing Trump? Because he's a crypto.
Oh man, what a fun!
Wow, only you can do that joke. That's
amazing.
Yeah. I think they're here for me. Anyway, I got the government said that's
more
one too
afraid
many.
of Snoop's people, and he is the government.
I didn't realize that happened. Snoop endorsed Donald Trump.
He endorsed Donald Trump.
Wow.
We will talk about that more when we come back with Driving It Home with Patti Vasquez on WCPT 820 AM Heartland Signal.
Alexa, play WCPT.
WCPT from TuneIn.
You're listening to Driving It Home with Patti Vasquez
There's so much that goes on behind closed doors.
on WCPT 820.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. WCPT 820 AM Heartland Signal. Welcome to the people in Minnesota, KTNF AM 950, where you are listening to me, Dwayne Kennedy, sitting in for Patti Vasquez with my co-host Adam Burke, the woman who's making it all possible, Lady B, and our special guest, Mr. Azhar Usman. AZ.
What's up?
Hey, everything, brother. Everything's up, but my spirits.
Oh, come on. We got to get your spirits up, brother. Lift them up.
Man, it's been a real roller coaster.
Yeah.
What you focus on expands.
Okay.
Wow.
So you focus on good things.
You're right. Okay.
And we got health.
belong to the Church of Inspirational Posters.
Yeah,
we're alive,
That's true.
Still breathing.
Absolutely, man. No, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Look, all the propaganda, I'm not MAGA like this, but America is... I travel this planet.
You do.
I've been to over 30 countries.
You know what? Okay, let me give some of others credits.
Oh, come on, man. We don't need to do all that.
Bona fides.
Yeah. He's a writer. He starred in a Marvel. Right? You were in a Marvel movie.
I was not in a Marvel movie. I was in a Marvel TV show.
Yes.
Not even a TV show. It was a Marvel streaming show.
Well,
it was a great show.
Yeah.
It's a good show.
What's the show? Tell people.
Ms. Marvel, right?
Yeah, it's called Miss Marvel.
And I applauded when I saw him.
Wow.
I was like, I know that guy.
It's part of a slew of projects I've done in my career that are like highly critically reviewed, but nobody watched them.
Except
for
I thought people loved that show. I know lots of people who love that show.
Really?
Yeah,
But
Lady B, have you seen it?
She was like, I never heard of it.
No,
really? You seen that show?
And all the people who watched it, they were like, I can the superhero part I can take or leave, but that street vendor, that guy.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not a superhero. Just to clarify for the listeners, I play the halal cart guy.
Okay.
So there's some low key racism in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
I really believed that was like good halal.
Yeah. I'm very grateful to be part of it, and I'm just saying that like. I have this like reverse Midas touch, like things I get involved with. They do well among critics. People like them.
Yeah,
but they just commercially flop because nobody watches them.
Hey, brother, I've written on 3 TV shows that all got canceled.
My man.
You know
that's
what So welcome aboard.
And hence we're on AM radio right now.
Yeah,
that's right. So
officially a support group.
I do feel like there's a lot of pound for pound comedy talent in this room.
Yeah.
That is low key kind of like hiding from the world.
Yeah.
By coming on like obscure
We've been ducking success.
Yeah, there's something going on. There's something going on with. I mean, joking, not joking. Like, it's weird actually. There's all this investment. Like, there's like 10 computers in this room and all these mics and this software. Like, you could also just turn your Instagram live on your phone and.
I should have done
We've
that,
got a
man.
bell.
Got a bell.
Our budget expanded to create a bell.
So I just feel like I have high hopes, Dwayne and Adam, to see both of you all, because I'm not even like I'm a fan of yours, and I think that people need to know. People need to hear your comedy.
I appreciate that.
And the only way to do that is you got to start putting it out there. So I'm really happy to see Dwayne hosting a radio show, recording himself to make clips and put on the internet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then we're about to talk about Snoop Dogg, who, just for the record, to clarify, he did not endorse Trump.
Yeah.
No.
I also love that our guest is handling the segue with a palm. We're not steering this boat.
I used to be a lawyer. I'm not trying to get sued by Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? Snoop Dogg.
You did that very loyally, too. Like you've been handed a new piece of evidence.
This document.
Your Honor, if
Exhibit C, as you can see, if I can draw your attention.
I'd like to enter this into the record.
Yes. Before you go,
my client, in fact, did not endorse per se. Yeah, well, he was performing at something that was benefiting, that Trump approved of.
Well, he probably got paid in his defense.
He got paid. Well,
so if Snoop got a check, I'm not mad at him.
Here's I do like this headline goes, Snoop Dogg fires back at all the hate over Trump inauguration, in quotes, still 100% black. Yeah, and I'm sure Trump's people reminded you of that. I'm sure. Right. I'm sure that became
look at this line in the article. Snoop wasn't the only big name to perform at the crypto ball. Rick Ross and Soulja Boy also to the stage. Other celebrities, including Carrie Underwood, Billy Ray Cyrus, and Nelly, also performed at other inauguration events.
Yeah. If you want me to believe that the government is actually an evil organization, have something called the Crypto Ball.
Yeah.
Just have a bunch of billionaires there.
Yeah.
What was the Eyes Wide Shut party full?
Right. Man, well, that's a tacit endorsement. You're doing something in Trump's proximity, whatever.
I only think the thing with him, the reason he got so much focus is he did multiple videos,
right,
denouncing
anyone who would not like straight up and saying if you support him, you're a racist. If you perform for him, you're a racist. Right. So that's going to come back. That's just part of it, dude.
That's the thing, man. It's just that now you just seem like a glaring hypocrite. Like, I'm hoping actually that they don't find the tapes of me. I was like telling people like WCPT sucks. This was years ago.
Oh my God!
Don't ever go on WCPT, but it was before they let me on.
Yeah, and now they're gonna drop you like you're hot.
Yeah, now I'm dropping it like it's hot.
I will say this though, it is kind of comical just on a level that like Snoop Dogg performing at Trump's inauguration somehow is like a news story. Like, he's the most high person on the planet.
Correct.
We all know that.
Right.
Okay, his name is Snoop.
Yeah.
Dog with 2 G's.
Yeah.
But we are all so concerned about what is Snoop Dogg saying
Yes,
like it's kind of absurd, actually.
It is absurd.
So we're inside this absurd reality show, like complaining about the outfits, like the costume department.
I also love that Snoop Dogg was the hippest, youngest black person anyone in the Trump organization. Like Snoop's what, 60?
Is he a grandfather?
You know what doesn't age well? Rap names. You know?
What's that you say? Heavy D?
Yeah.
I had a joke about this years ago.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Ice Cube, you know?
Yeah,
your name is Ice Cube, bro. Like, I'm Ice Tea?
Right.
So you're named after a summertime beverage. You're like, I'm not scared. Raspberry lemonade.
Right. You go from Ice Cube to Mr. Cube to... Oh,
I'm rolling with my posse wine spritzer.
You're right. They don't age well. You're right.
No, man.
That's funny.
Now, that's the genius of Kanye. That's just his name.
Yeah.
He was such an egomaniac because I'm too good to have a nickname.
Do you remember that?
And Kendrick Lamar. I guess.
Do you remember, I don't know if we talked about this before, this happened in comedy. Like, do you remember, like, in the early 2000s, there was a lot of, like, Joey, the funny man, so-and-so, or they all, like, or they had
monikers?
Like, monikers, like,
Larry the Cable
Guy. There was a guy called Damn Fool at one point.
Damn Fool.
Well, you know, black folks have had a long history of nicknames.
Right.
All the way back to, like, the 40s. There were a lot of black comedians with, like, pork-flavored nicknames.
Which they gave themselves.
Yeah, they gave themselves. There was Pig Meat Markham.
Right, Pig Meat Markham, I know.
Yeah. There was...
Ham Hock Jones.
Yeah.
I'm just making this up.
Yeah.
Bacon Johnson.
High Cholesterol Williams.
Trichinosis Steve.
Yeah. You know, Clovenfoot. I don't know if you know.
Just a guy called Hoof.
Yeah.
Leroy type 2 diabetes.
Yeah. There was a brother named Tornado, a real cat named Tornado.
Tornado's kind of a cool name.
Tornado. There was.
Did him and Earthquake ever get into
Earthquake? I used to do a joke where I said I was going to name myself after a natural disaster. I was going to start going as Blight.
Blight.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Irish got real mad at that.
Well, what do you think of the phenomenon?
Give it up for Famine, ladies and gentlemen. Famine, come to the stage, ladies.
We are the 4 horsemen of comedy.
Close out tonight is drought.
Drought, ladies and gentlemen. Don't dry up your comedy just yet. It's drought coming to the stage, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
People are like, is this a fundraiser? No, that's his name.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've been trying to get this brother for weeks. Ladies, give it up for Plague of Locusts.
That's a comedy troupe. That's an improv troupe.
That's a troupe.
The whole troupe is called the End Time Prophecies.
You did right. Oh, man. Boom. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. We will not be here tomorrow. We'll be touring.
It's
End Time Prophecies.
Yeah. Joking, not joking, I low-key, like, to me, the only explanation that makes sense of this weird inside-out, upside-down world that we're in is that we are living through the end times.
Yeah.
Like, AI is kind of like the beast.
Brother, I am hoping and praying to a God I don't even believe in.
Justin Catheist?
I'm a Justin Catheist.
I love that chick.
Yeah. Yeah, but really, I mean, these times are the only thing that gives me encouragement that a God might actually exist.
That's what I believe.
You know what I mean? Because it can't just be bad.
Yeah. That's it, right?
Right? There's got to be the opposite, right?
Yes.
That'd be funny, like, if us atheists and agnostics got up to heaven and like, oh, wait, this is all real? He goes, yeah, why do you think I put Revelations in there? Like, that was the heads up. Right?
Well, the thing is, if it is all real, y'all are going to hell, not heaven.
But you
sorry, I'm not sorry.
You know that they would walk us past the entrance first.
Hilarious.
Just
to see what you missed out on.
Right.
Yeah, no, I don't believe that. You're not going to hell.
It looks fancy in there.
It does.
But look, it is a weird. It's very. You guys know that we were talking to Musk. And his brother was brought up, Kimball Musk. I've been following these cats for a while.
Yeah, look at this.
Did you know that Elon Musk and his brother Kimball Musk low-key affirmatively believe that we are living in a computer simulation?
Okay.
It's called the simulation hypothesis.
Okay.
And they have the cheat codes?
I don't know what they have, but I just know that there's public interviews done where Elon Musk is asked about his belief about the simulation theory. And he says, Kimball and I, this is all we ever talk about. And it got to the point where we actually said, this topic is off limits, because otherwise there's no other topic to talk about. Because it's just like, if you really unpack the math and the logic, the simulation hypothesis is this notion that, we're actually like the Sims video game. We're actually just inside a video game.
Well, I mean, look at quantum physics. They say that we could be living in one of many multiple dimensions.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then if you really want to go down this rabbit hole.
We got to go to break.
Oh, my bad.
No, hold that thought, man, because I don't want to lose it. We'll be right back after these messages on WCPT 820 AM, Heartland Signal.
WCPT replay.
For people saying Trump's some sort of peacenik.
Oh, yeah. You
said,
love that?
Yes, thank you for this tweet. You said Trump bombed Syria, Trump bombed Yemen, bombed Somalia. He assassinated a foreign military leader. In Iraq and Syria alone, Trump drone strikes killed an estimated 13,400 civilians. Trump increased troop levels in Afghanistan by 25%. Trump bragged about relaxing rules of engagement in Afghanistan, which nearly doubled civilian casualties. Trump pulled out of the INF, out of the Open Skies Treaty. Trump loves Putin's slaughter of Ukrainian civilians, calling it genius and savvy. Trump pulled out of the Iran nuke treaty, even though our military insisted Iran was complying, so any future Iranian nukes will be 100% thanks to Trump. Thank you, John Fugel, saying...
Here to help.
Here to help. Here at the Stephanie Miller Show. Thank you.
Keep listening to WCPT 820, because facts matter.
Chicago's Progressive Talk, WCPT 820, where facts matter.
You're listening to Driving It Home with Patti Vasquez on WCPT 820.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Driving It Home with Patti Vasquez. Patty's away right now, so I am Dwayne Kennedy sitting in for Patti, along with Adam Burke and Lady B and special guest star Azhar Usman, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everyone.
Hey. So, as you were saying before,
I was talking about the conspiracy of, not the conspiracy, but the I guess philosophical conundrum of the simulation hypothesis and this idea that we live inside of a video game. And supposedly Elon Musk actually believes this. Like, this is his explanation of reality.
And you know what's really annoying about it? There was a report done by MIT or somewhere that said if we live in a computer simulation, it would be so advanced that in the simulation we couldn't build a computer smart enough to prove that we're in the simulation.
Right. Okay.
It's like one of those, they say, can God create something so heavy that he can't lift it?
Yeah, it becomes a paradox.
It's just like, I hope you spent millions on that study.
It's weird. Oh, and by the way, speaking of spending millions, since I told you I did listen to the first hour, I wanted to issue a correction, another correction as a guest.
All right.
You mentioned DeepSeek, that Chinese, you said it wiped out $1 billion.
No, $500 billion.
Oh, I thought it was $1 trillion.
So out of the entire stock market, it wiped out $1 trillion.
$1 trillion.
Wow. And it wiped out 500 billion just from NVIDIA.
From NVIDIA.
By the way, this is the thing too, where again, I used to be kind of like a regular kind of somewhat liberal lefty guy. The last year's turned me into a full-on Marxist. Yeah. I'm about to grow a little Van Dyke beard and shave my head and go straight Lenin. But there's 3 companies in America. I think NVIDIA is an American company. They each have a valuation of $3 trillion. So that's $9 trillion with 3 companies.
The money is not real,
right?
But it's not like the thing to say. It's actually just a legal construct.
Let me check.
Unless,
you're right.
Azhar, money is not real unless it's a gold bar. In which case,
it is a gold bar. In which case, it is a gold bar.
Mr. Menendez, what's that in your pants? What? Is that a gold bar?
You know, some people will be like, race is just a construct. People will say that, right?
Yeah.
Or gender is a construct. It's similarly, money is not real. It's just a construct, except it's totally real.
Right.
Like race is just a construct. It's also totally real.
But tell it to the cats that are chasing me down the street.
Thank you.
Race is just a construct.
Well, I've also known noticed.
Joke's on you.
I've noticed money as a construct doesn't work at the restaurant when the bill comes. Like, you know,
my good man.
My friend Azhar says.
Yeah. You know, money is the construct.
It's fake, and we got to get it.
But you know what's real? It's crawling out that bathroom window to ditch on my bill. That's real.
We got to get this fake money, but but it is fake. Like, Like these statistics are mind blowing. Okay, like when you talk about there's a $3 trillion company. Like the idea of a $1 trillion company didn't exist 10 years ago. No. This is all very recent. Okay, but the numbers are becoming more astronomical, more weird, more meaningless. When you talk about the actual, like in nominal terms, how many dollars are we talking here? How many dollars are in the global stock markets combined? It's like at this point a couple $100 trillion. But what's more mind-blowing is the derivative security instruments, which is, you know, all these credit default swaps and these, you know, securitized assets and
like I know what he's talking about.
These options markets.
The look.
The options markets. These are all called derivative securities.
Yes.
The market of derivative securities is in the quadrillions of dollars.
Right.
Fractional banking that banks do. So it's all fake, bro. It's just a big... They call the show House of Cards for a reason.
And when you say fake, it just means that's just a value someone has assigned to something.
It's a perspective.
It's a construct.
It's a future value, because he's saying the actual amount of money, even actual is questionable. You're saying the actual amount of money right now is a fraction of what all these things are valued.
I'm saying even the phrase actual amount of money begs the question of what is money. And I'm saying fiat currency, which is all the money in the world now, which is why gold to me is not money. Gold is a physical asset. Currency, which is a fiat currency, is not backed by anything. The United States dollar is not backed by gold or silver.
It used to be backed by gold.
It used to be backed by gold, then silver-backed dollars. And then after that, once the Bretton Woods conference, whatever it was, in the 70s was held, the United States dollar was delinked from any underlying precious metal, and it was backed by...
Why?
Well, because they wanted to make more of it, and they didn't have enough reserves to actually... tender that.
Because they can make as much as they print.
Money used to be, legal tender. The reason they use the word tender is theoretically you would be able to tender the paper and get gold. Or tender the paper and get silver. Once it's delinked, it's like, it's not even tender anymore. You can't get anything for it. It's just what the government says it is. And what is it backed by, if not gold or silver? It's backed by, quote, full faith and credit in the United States government. That sounds like a cult, actually. And we just accepted that. And then the rest of the world's currencies are pegged against the United States dollar. So all this money in the world today, these quadrillions of dollars of theoretical value, are not real, quote unquote, in the sense that they're just legal constructs agreed upon by banks, by lawyers, by accountants, and governments, and we just are the rest of us are just trapped in the $7.75 an hour minimum wage. Walmart workers who can't have Walmart workers who can't make enough money to live, but 4 or 5 of the wealthiest Americans are members of the Walton family.
Right.
So that $10 I owe you, really?
It doesn't exist.
It's not real.
It's not real. And if you
it's a very disturbing set of realities.
I'm going to put you on the phone with my accountant. My Visa. And just tell them that.
And by the way, these wealthy billionaires we keep talking about, I mean Musk, right? People are like, Elon Musk owns Twitter. Does he? He put a conglomerate of investors together and raised tens of billions of dollars to make a tender and offer to a public company to buy its outstanding shares and take it private.
He owns it in the video game sense.
He
owns it.
That's what I mean by it's fake. But it's fake, but it's real. You know what I mean? Like it has no objective ontological infinite reality, but it's real in the Matrix. It's real in the video game. And he flies on these private jets that he owns. Same with Trump. I mean, people call him a fake billionaire. It's like, but on paper though, he just launched a meme coin. He has tens of billions of dollars of value locked on this fake made up thing that, so long as people buy into it, it's quote unquote real.
You know what I've learned from everything you just told me?
Tell me.
I should stick to comedy. Because, brother, I was like, man, I mean, you do comedy. I was like, wait a minute, this cat.
Do you know what works?
Slumming.
You know what works anywhere in the world? Drink tickets.
Because drinks are real. Thirst is real.
That's the only fungible token.
That's the only thing I don't accept anymore. I got drink tickets for your show. I don't want drink tickets.
That's why I do comedy as well, man. Because if I just sat around thinking about this stuff, yeah, I would probably become like Luigi Mangione. You know what I mean? Like, I have respect for a murderer who writes a manifesto.
If you got a manifesto.
I always, as a side hustle, I always wanted to copy edit manifestos. Like, there's no K in Marxist.
Right. Oh, thank you.
Did you ever read the Unabomber's manifesto?
Excerpts.
I got the audiobook.
You know, the whole thing was published in the Washington Post.
That's right, because he demanded that it was. Yeah.
But if you read it, him and Mangione's manifesto, it's kind of like, these are not just random murders. Like, these are people who decided to kill a person.
Right.
And then people
based on an ideology.
Yeah, and then people are like, why did you do it? And they're like, here, I wrote an essay.
Yeah.
You know, like, I told you exactly why I did it.
The Washington Post will publish that, but not an endorsement for Kamala.
Right. Boom.
Wow.
That's why he's making the middle money.
Comedy.
Apparently I'm not. Apparently I'm making a token of fake belief in credit.
It's fake and we got to get it.
He's making the fake middle money.
So we got to get it and it's fake. That's my point.
I thought I was doing okay, and that turns out I'm even more worthless than I thought.
Oh, we're out of time?
Yeah. We got a minute. Yeah.
Yo, this has been wild. Thank you for letting me come and spew these.
Brother, you might have to come back tomorrow to finish explaining, because I don't know what the hell you were talking about.
Really?
No, some of it I got.
Some of it you got.
Yeah. Fiat currency. I was like, I got a friend's got a fiat.
You always like to pretend like Dwayne is always the smartest guy in the room.
No, I'm funny, and that's about where, you know what I mean?
Is that like Honda Civic currency?
No, man, it's very interesting. We didn't get it, because you know what? Actually, I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'll check after the show, because I wanted you to talk about what we all were dealing with the whole thing going on in Palestine, you know, and the
he's Irish. Ask him.
Well, I mean, and what were you saying that? Anyway, we got to go, ladies and gentlemen. Hey,
perfect metaphor for what's happening in the world. Thank you.
Azhar may be back tomorrow. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Hey, thank you, Patty, for letting me sit in, and thank you all for listening. Join us tomorrow on WCPT 8:20 a.m. Heartland Signal. Good night.
Bye.